still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. McSorley, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Taken down at the...
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of
That's
6.
about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Lock now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lock. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lock. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Actually on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is McSorley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over first and
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
number 87.
Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Packers 17. Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he'll pull it down. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
The 49-yard.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play action now with McSorley. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. McSorley from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Locke. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
47's the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Grant down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ball Agnew, incomplete. Coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a timeout taken.
A gain of 1.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Engineers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get 60 bucks. 60 bucks, give it. Nice 50, nice 50. Hey, get in the weight room. Check three. Kill.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is Gibson. Good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Number 28.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Hey, read. Double time. Double time. Yes. 3 down. 45. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw it is Lock. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Lock. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Rob Gronkowski. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers continue to roll.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well.